This is insulting. Fans have had enough. Dallas Cowboy fans have had enough of this ownership group, of this front office, of this team, and it's only going to get worse. I'm sorry to break it to you, Cowboy fans, but it is only going to get worse, and it's bad to the point where the Cowboys have actually rewritten the history books. So I'll break that down and much more on this episode of Cowboys Digest. Welcome in, everybody, to Cowboys Digest. I'm your host, Peter Vryonis, and another terrible loss by the Dallas Cowboys. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. It is extremely hard to do so. I don't understand the self-sabotaging that is going on here. The ownership group, the front office, I don't know what is going on. Maybe they're embracing the tank. Maybe they just hate the fans more than the fans hate them. I truly don't know what's going on. But before we break it all down, I want to let you know that 85% of you watching these videos are not subscribed to the channel. So make me feel a little bit better. Hit that sub button because we're close to my goal of 2,500 subscribers, and it'd mean the world if you could help get me there. But let's get straight into the video. Let's try to make sense of it. For the first time in NFL history, a team has trailed by 20 or more points in 5 straight home games, including playoffs. With the Eagles now up 28-6 on the Cowboys had been tied for the longest streak with the 2013-14 Raiders with 4 in a row. And that's the point that it's come to in this season, and I think it's only about to get worse. I look at the Cowboys' schedule the rest of the year, I can't see them winning a game. I don't even see them beating the New York Giants the way that they are playing. And the level of trolling from the Dallas Cowboys to use Trey Lance for just 2 plays when it looked like he was fully taken over, wow, I am impressed. They hate their fans almost as much as their fans hate them. RJ Ochoa is the master troll on Cowboys Twitter. I love this guy. I include his tweets in every single one of my videos because he truly echoes the sentiments of the fan base as a whole. We're miserable. We're a miserable bunch of people, and RJ Ochoa reflects that on a daily basis on Twitter. So go ahead and follow him because if you can't laugh at the situation, then there's a serious problem. Obviously, it's just football at the end of the day. It doesn't alter the course of our lives, but we have picked this team to be fans of. We have chosen Dallas Cowboys fandom, and it is a miserable thing. It's an unrewarding thing, and we do it to ourselves every week. So, might as well laugh at it while we can. And this is a comedy. The Dallas Cowboys are the joke and the only joke at play. Bringing in Lance for 2 plays while trailing 28-6, trotting Rush out just for him to fumble. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones made this bed the straw that stirred the drink, to use their own words. And yeah, Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, their arrogance, their ego got in the way of building a competitive team. They thought that they could do this by themselves and the way that they wanted to do it. And that's what they've done. They've done it their way. And what has that resulted in? It's resulted in zero Super Bowl appearances, 0 NFC championships since 1996. That's what the result has been. They wanted to do it their way. They wanted to prove that they can be football masterminds. They have failed miserably. Jerry Jones has failed miserably. The only reason why he has had any sort of success is because Jimmy Johnson was running the show when he first came in. That is the only reason Jerry's got 3 banners hanging up there that are his own. No other reason. Now, he's built this billion-dollar playpen that he calls AT&T Stadium, which, by the way, blinds its own players. CeeDee Lamb literally lost the ball on what could have been a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys because he was staring into this. Jerry Jones willfully doing things that hurt his football team remains one of the most frustrating things going on with the Cowboys. Jerry Jones is a joke. The Dallas Cowboys are a joke, and they do it to themselves every damn Sunday. They self-implode every week. The Eagles didn't beat them again. 5 turnovers by the Cowboys. 5 damn turnovers again. It's the same story over and over again. And Cooper Rush, no disrespect to him, he's filled in valiantly when he's been called upon. But why keep him out there? You started a drive on the 6-yard line of the Philadelphia Eagles. You needed 6 yards to get a touchdown. You're not going to get a shorter field than that. I can guarantee you that. You're not going to get a shorter field. What do? You end up kicking a field goal. Because of this. Because of that. I just don't understand. I don't understand the thought process by this team. I don't understand them trading away a fourth-round pick to acquire Jonathan Mingo, who did absolutely nothing today. I don't even know if he was active. Oh. Take a deep breath, Cowboy fans, because it's almost over. And thankfully, it is almost over. I don't even know where my phone is to look at the Cowboys' schedule for the rest of the season. And maybe that's a good thing. Because I know they got one more game against the Giants. They got 2 against the Commanders. They got 1 against the Eagles. I don't see them winning a single one of those. I don't see them beating anybody. I think they got the Texans mixed in there somewhere. That's an automatic loss as well. They may legitimately finish 3-14. They might. And the way that this season is trending, they probably will. And I think that's fine. You got to get yourself in the top 5 of this draft. You got to find a way to get one of the big dogs and make this team significantly better in the offseason. But that is harder to do when you're trading away picks for a guy who didn't even play today. Jonathan Mingo, no disrespect, man, but I'm sure that they could have got a wide receiver that was cheaper and just as productive in the 4th round of the draft, using that 4th round pick that they traded away. That's just my thoughts. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Jerry Jones is the one running the show. He is this football genius. He is this football mastermind that is going to lead the Cowboys into the right direction. I find that very hard to believe. He's had almost 30 years to do so, and he's failed miserably. Stephen Jones by his side failed miserably. This is a team that constantly fails, that constantly underachieves, and they rub it in the faces of their fan base. The fan base buys in every year. All in. This is our year. This is going to be it. But what do? They fail in the playoffs. And then they rub it in. They mock the fan base by doing stuff like they did today, by bringing in Trey Lance for 2 plays. The whole fan base has been calling for him. Who cares if he's crap? Who cares if he's no good? Give him a shot. We know exactly what Cooper Rush is, and that is not good. Cooper Rush cannot move the football. He's not an NFL starting quarterback. Neither is Trey Lance at this point, but he's got a higher ceiling. He can run. He can throw the ball. He's got an arm. He's got some sort of talent. Cooper Rush does not. And being a backup quarterback in the NFL, best job in North America. I can't argue with that. You get paid millions of dollars to sit on the bench and hold a clipboard? Sign me up, damn it. Sign me up. I would do that for you every Sunday for 20 years. Or as long as my body holds up in practice. I will do it for you every week. But then when you got to come in, when you got to make plays, there's a bit of a problem, Cooper Rush, because you're not an NFL starting quarterback. And for those of you saying that Cooper can do it just like Dak can, well, I don't think so. I think today proved that. I think going forward, you at least need to start Trey Lance just to give the fan base a reason to turn on the TV. He may be garbage. He may be no good. I don't care. Just give him a shot out there. Just let him play. Let him run wild. See what you have in him because you gave up a 4th round pick to get him. And with that 4th round pick, you could have had a guy like Bucky Irving or Braylon Allen. But you decided to trade it for a quarterback who is inactive every week, who's now active, and you refuse to play him still. I don't understand. The Cowboys are self-sabotaging themselves, and they're going to find a way to screw up the rest of the season. I guarantee it. That'll wrap it up for this episode of Cowboys Digest. I'm so frustrated, man. This is just awful. Hopefully next week can be better. Go Cowboys.